The President of the Republic, Miguel Díaz-Canel Bermúdez, called today to transform the problems that many companies face today into solutions that provide well-being to workers and their economic and social environment during his visit to the municipality of Jatibonico in Sancti Spíritus.
They accompanied the head of state, Roberto Morales Ojeda, member of the Political Bureau and Secretary of Organization of the Central Committee, as well as the highest authorities of the province.
The machining workshop is now the tandem of the Uruguayan plant in the Jatibonico municipality in Sancti Spíritus. The heart of an industry stopped since 2020 due to the lack of cane and technological deterioration, among other factors.
We are supporting the repairs to the Medanio Hernandez plant. We made all the parts to repair the hygiene that needs to die. We are also repairing the wheels of the cage cars that transport the cane to Medellin. Providing service to other companies, to agriculture, with the stranded, the tractors.
Its workers, from the youngest to those in their 50s, do not leave behind the imprint of this industry, historically the leader in sugar production in the center of the country.
We are missing some resources that are about to come in next September 30, to have the ingenuity at 100%, and we plan to grind, which we are already approved to grind in the 2024 harvest in December.
Maintenance has also marked the hustle and bustle of the Jatibonico sugar producers, who also contribute to other industries and entities in the country.
We have the entire workforce. We are providing services in 6 sugar mills in Cuba, supporting the technical part, the qualified part, and we are really doing things not only in the mill, but in the recovery of cane, food production, in everything that has to do with the infrastructure of the agro-industrial company Azúcar de Uruguay.
What does that depend on?
It depends on man. It depends on man.
The President of the Republic, Miguel Díaz-Canel Bermúdez, learned about all the work that is done here, despite not being grinding, during his visit this Wednesday to the Sancti Spíritus municipality of Jatibonico.
This machining shop has 25 machines and tools. The protection of the workforce was to guarantee our own repairs and seek income for our workers.
What are workers' incomes like?
What are they up to for 7,500 pesos? You, who are an electrical thermometer engineer, import substitution. We are recovering the flexible couplings of the turbo generators. Here we have already recovered 4 across the country. Central Ecuador has been recovering for 2 years. The Central Safi 2 and the Central Uruguay 2. Each coupling costs 11,000 euros. There we already have 146,000 pesos of imports.
In his exchange with those who produce at the mill, Díaz-Canel called on them to continue working as before so that they can fulfill the dream of Charandar, the Uruguayan colossus.
We have to propose that next year they can return. And meanwhile, this year continue working on the issue of sugarcane recovery, the contribution that you are giving to other mills, all the work that you have been doing, which I think is very interesting, the way in which you are able to find other tasks for the workforce, so as not to lose the qualified workforce of the plant. What they are promoting in terms of food production, recovery of spare parts, and well, what needs to be completed with the repair.
Also during the day in Jatibonico, the Cuban head of state, accompanied by the Secretary of Organization of the Central Committee, Roberto Morales Ojeda, exchanged with directors and workers of the El Meso Agro Sugar VPC, located on the Central Highway. Despite the profits that the cooperative has, thanks to the price of cane, it has multiple deficiencies related to the low levels of planting and cutting of cane in 2023, the deterioration of agricultural machinery, among other issues.
We were left with 5,000 tons of cane to cut. This year, we have gone through a problem where we have not been able to cut almost any cane due to the inclement weather. It has rained a lot. These are very low soils with poor drainage. You have to work hard. But hey, today it is a difficult situation we have.
Well, thanks. Better time we can get that back. You have something to cut it with, right?
Me, last year we didn't have a cuminal platoon, which was a problem we had. This year we have it, with its problems of lubricant limitations. which has been one of the most important problems that have had an impact.
In the midst of this scenario, the director of the company explained to the head of state the alternatives they implement to solve these problems that affect the local economy and the salaries of their workers. The president critically analyzed the situation of the El Meso company and called on them to take advantage of all the potential they have to move forward with what they have planned. At the end of the meetings, Díaz-Canel spoke with residents of Jatibonico in his usual exchange with the population of each territory. Talia Gonzalez, Cuban Channel, Díaz-Canel.